We've seen second-generation NBA players become some of the greatest to ever do it, such as Kobe Bryant and Stephen Curry, but we've also seen sons of legends, such as Michael Jordan, never come close to touching the NBA court. So in today's video, I want to look at where some NBA sons are today. If you guys like the content, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Let's try to get 1,000 likes in the first day. If we can do that, I'm going to bring you guys a new video tomorrow. So hit that button and let's get into this. Let's start it off with the sons of Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq's sons have had a lot of media attention since a very young age, and for obvious reasons. Early on in the oldest son, Shareef O'Neal's career, it didn't look great for his NBA chances. He wasn't getting much recruiting attention whatsoever. As a freshman, he was averaging just 4 points and 3 rebounds, but his performance during the summer in the AAU season really started to get him more attention, and he ended the summer with offers from top programs such as USC, UCLA, LSU, and Baylor. He would see a massive jump in his role as a sophomore, and the offers just started to fly in. Ahead of his junior season, he decided to transfer to Crossroads High School, where he would really start to climb up the recruiting rankings. He solidified his place as a top 50 recruit in the country. He finally had the opportunity as a top option and was showing up in big games, such as his 20-point performance against Bol Bol, who at the time was a top 5 player in the class. The two would actually team up that summer during AAU, which would end up being one of the most followed teams in the country, consistently producing viral mixes. After another solid season as a senior, he would finish high school as the 32nd ranked player in the country. He would originally commit to the University of Arizona, but after the college basketball scandal that swept the nation, which reportedly Arizona was heavily involved with, O'Neal decided to avoid the controversy, decommit, stay local, and go to UCLA. There was a lot of excitement surrounding O'Neal going into that freshman season. It looked like he was going to have a solid role and possibly have a chance to go one and done, follow in the footsteps of his father, and make it to the NBA, but things would take a completely unexpected turn for him. Ahead of the season, during practice, he said that he quote-unquote felt funny. The team doctors decided to give him a heart monitor, and it would eventually be discovered that he had a heart condition that was going to require surgery and keep him out for the entirety of the season. This was a sad situation for several reasons, obviously due to the dangers that come along with a heart condition and the situation's effect on his NBA chances. But after successful surgery, there was a lot of hope for fans after seeing him during the Drew League. It looked like we were about to be in store for an epic comeback, but Shareef's return to UCLA didn't go great. Steve Alford, the former head coach of UCLA, had been fired, and Mick Cronin had been brought in, who didn't have the same allegiance to O'Neal. In the season opener, he would go scoreless, getting just 6 minutes of playing time. Over the course of the season, he averaged just 10 minutes, 2.2 points, 2.9 rebounds, shooting 32% from the field and 33% from 3. Looking for a fresh start following that season, he announced that he'd be leaving UCLA and transferring to his father's alma mater, LSU. This was really exciting news for a lot of people, as hopefully he would be getting a much larger role, but after a foot injury that caused him to miss the start of the season, he really never got things going. He averaged 15 minutes, 3 points, and 4 rebounds, shooting 38% from the field. So that brings us to today. Shareef's going to be going into his redshirt junior season. It's a sad situation, given things could be a lot different right now if he didn't go through that fluke heart situation, but I really still have hope. A lot of the reasons that had us excited about him when he was a top-ranked player in high school, his frame at 6'9", combined with a very modern offensive skill set, is still there. I'm really hoping we see a big jump from him this season, and he can get back on track to having a chance on the NBA stage. Shaq's younger son, Shakir, is also going to be playing on the college court this year. While Shareef got a lot of attention as a top recruit in the country, there was also a lot of talk about his younger brother, as it looked like he was going to be focusing on the point guard position and was yet to really hit that big growth spurt. Now, Shakir hasn't been able to get close to the same recruiting attention as his brother. Playing for the same school, Crossroads, he was a part of the freshman, junior varsity, and varsity teams, but hadn't done enough to get much scouting attention. For his senior season, he decided to move to Atlanta where his dad lives and attend Creekside Christian. Now standing at 6'6", he averaged 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks, leading the team to a 25-4 record. But even after that season, he was nowhere to be seen in recruiting rankings and would graduate as a 3-star recruit. Going into his freshman season of college, he decided to commit to Texas Southern University. He said he chose the school as he wants to change the narrative on historically black colleges. He said to also expect a lot of buckets in that same interview, as he said he's quote-unquote trying to get to the league. 4 years ago, I would have thought that both these players would be in much different positions than they are today, but nonetheless, I'm excited to see what they're able to do next year. Now I want to talk about the sons of possibly the greatest player of all time, LeBron James. Now Shakir and Sharif have gotten a lot of attention since a young age, but that doesn't even compare to the level of attention LeBron's children have received, most notably his oldest, LeBron James Jr. Since Bronny was literally a 6th grader in middle school, we've seen his mixes go completely viral, and for good reason. Not only is he the son of LeBron, but we hadn't seen a son of a player the caliber of LeBron be this legit of a prospect before. It was also the start of what might end up becoming one of the coolest moments in sports history, that being LeBron and his son taking the NBA court together. Bronny decided to attend one of the top high school programs in the country, Zaire Canyon, but as a freshman, with how loaded this roster was, he had a very small role, getting just 4 points a game. But with a lot of seniors going to D1 programs, it looked like he was in for a big role boost in year 2, but he ended up tearing his meniscus, causing him to miss the entire season. But that brings us to today. He's going into his junior season, a season that's going to be a huge indicator for what the rest of his career looks like. He's currently ranked as the 50th player in the class of 2023 by ESPN, but that's actually the worst of the top ranking organizations, with rivals ranking him at 34 and 24/7 Sports at 27. This is usually the year where we see a ton of movement in the ranking, especially with it being the last year these guys get a chance to play AAU ball. The talent is clearly there, the genetics are obviously there, and hopefully we see him show up. All signs point to him committing to Duke for college. I really hope he proves worthy to be a top selection in the draft in a few seasons, setting up for one of the craziest NBA offseasons the league will ever see. His younger son Bryce, like Bronny, is going to be attending Sierra Canyon this season. This is going to be his freshman year, but unlike Bronny, Bryce really hasn't gotten the same attention when it comes to his basketball talents. He's not listed on any ranking site, so at this point, it's really hard to say what Bryce's career is going to look like, or even if that includes basketball. But I'm sure we're going to have a lot more information soon. Lastly, I want to talk about Zaire Wade, the oldest son of NBA legend Dwyane Wade. Now, this is actually a very interesting case. Zaire Wade got a lot of attention early on in high school for all the same reasons as all the other players in this video. He started high school playing in Chicago for his freshman season. Then as a sophomore, he went to American Heritage in Miami. Then for his senior season, he teamed up with Bronny James at Sierra Canyon, but he would end up getting hurt, really hurting his production throughout the season. Now, he could have gone D1 as he had offers from teams like Toledo and DePaul, but he actually decided to do a year of prep school and went to Brewster Academy. Now, this is where we really stopped seeing much from Zaire, as due to the pandemic, there was no filming at their facility, causing him to not get the recruiting attention I think he was hoping for. This brings us to today, and the public really has no idea what Zaire is or wants to do in terms of basketball. There were some rumors that he might want to team up with his roommate at Brewster at the University of South Carolina. There was also a video that came out of him at an NBL facility, that being the league the recent top picks LaMelo Ball and Josh Giddey played for before getting drafted. So there's definitely a chance that he pursues professional ball over college. It's hard to say right now, but the college basketball season is quickly approaching, and there's no commitment from Zaire. The only thing we've seen recently is a video of him playing pickup basketball with NBA players like Ben Simmons and Jordan Clarkson. I do have to say, he looked very good, so hopefully we see more from him soon. But that's the video, guys. You guys tell me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.